All right, guys, we have all the decals now pulled off. It was a lot of work, It didn't all go perfectly smoothly, how everything in life never goes perfectly smoothly. As you can see, like, it pulled off some of the paint. It doesn't really matter because I'm gonna put a wrap on the whole thing. So that's where I was like, I don't really care anyways. But like, there's lots of adhesive and stuff on here, so I gotta scrape all that off yet. Basically the procedure there, you may have seen it or may not. I take my steam cleaner, I steam clean as much of the residue off as I can, and then we're taking gun wash and a razor blade, and you soften up all of that, and you scrape it off. It's like using industrial grade Goo Gone. It's a time-consuming process. Lots of work. The one that sucks the most is this one, where the old ambulance thing is. I don't know if you can see it, and the lighting is right. Whatever. It's basically this right here. It sucks. My fingers hurt, man. They are tender and sore because you're picking and peeling away for so long. And like, ah! Yeah, it hurts. That's why I was wearing gloves for a little bit, because it helps soften that just a tiny bit. Gives you a little bit more endurance, but whatever. All right, on to the next thing. All right, guys, we have Edward here. For what's your company again?
DreamWorks 3D Printing and Scanning.
DreamWorks 3D Printing and Scanning. He has offered to 3D scan the whole ambulance, which is pretty cool. I was like, I don't know what I would do with that, but like, we're gonna get into it. There's some pretty cool things about it. I've been lightly in the 3D printing world. He's full on in the 3D printing world, so we're gonna look at all of his gear and all that kind of stuff and see what it's gonna look like. Let's do it.
All right, so I got 2 scanners. This one's my eye scan HX. This is a big boy scanner. It's like
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
This is the size of it. I mean, it doesn't look very big, I guess. But this is like a blue laser scanner. It's extremely accurate, like 0.04 millimeters of accuracy. That's like a 1/4 of a thou or 4 thou accuracy. I don't know, I'm from South Africa, so I work in millimeters. I don't do the inches. It took me so long to
This is Canada, we're supposed to work in millimeters, right?
Yeah. So anyway, that's the one. This is it's called the Einstein Vega. It's actually on loan from Shining 3D, which is the company that makes these. I get to play with this. It's like totally wireless. And that's got like its own screen on here.
That's cool.
It takes like a minute or 2 to boot up. Then you do your scanning on here, and you plug it in the computer, and you throw it on the computer.
So this scanner connects to this thing?
To a laptop.
This connects to a laptop?
Yeah, this always has to be connected to that laptop.
So like in here, you're just connecting with a USB cord?
Yeah, it's like this,
what's the receiver end of it?
Yeah, it's like this giant. Actually,
okay.
Look at the end of the day, it's about accuracy. At the end of the day, it's about accuracy. This can only do, this can only do 1 millimeter accuracy. That's like the lowest it can go.
This is a scanner too.
This is a scanner too.
Oh, there's a camera on there. Okay, so yeah, you can see
actually,
this.
Sorry, this can go, I don't know if you can see that on the thing, but it can go 0.5 millimeters.
Okay.
That's how accurate it can go. That one can go 0.04. Like massive difference, but do you need it?
So in a scenario, if you're going to recreate this intake manifold, you got all these little crevices and stuff in here.
You use the laser scanner.
You want that very fine. Okay.
All that fine detail. This might kind of smooth it out too much.
Okay.
You don't get a super accurate representation. But yeah.
Gotcha. So that scanner, that's better for if you got to make this pipe, let's say.
Yeah.
That pipe is good, but if you need to make this corrugated thing, then you use a finer one.
So like, let's say you put this engine in here, and you're like, okay, I know my intake has to be somewhere over there, but I'm not sure where. And you're like, okay, I want to put it here. But now you need to get from here to here. How do you measure that? Like you're gonna measure tape and like cardboard or whatever way you're gonna do, or you can just like go with the scanner from here.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. You can use that as a digital measuring tape.
Exactly, and then in the CAD software, I can just draw a circle here and here, and we can route your pipe because all of this will show up in the scan, and I can say, okay, this is exactly the length of pipe that you need to cut.
Okay, that's pretty cool. There's a bunch of stuff about laser scanning that I'm like, I don't even know what's all possible, but using it as a digital measuring tape, that gets me kind of excited. I like the idea of that. That's pretty cool. So in here, we've now scanned just this whole side of the ambulance here, and you can see, this is what we've got right now.
You can kind of see that. And then you can see it picks up the colors and everything, and if you actually want to see what the underneath looks like, that's the data that you can now go and like, oh, I want to put like a little shelf in here, and then you can actually go in your 3D software and you could go measure that space right there.
But everything you've scanned so far, that's all contained just in this unit?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I connect it to the laptop.
Yeah, later on you connect to the laptop
and then copy it all over, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this is really neat.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can continue scanning. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm scanning it in sections. Like this was like kind of one section, and this is another section. And then we'll kind of maybe go over here and then over here. And then in the end, on the computer and the software, I just combine them all. Otherwise, it just kind of it overloads the scanner. Like you can't scan like, you could try.
Yeah, I mean, you're scanning everything in a tiny little thing in there right now. So it makes sense. Do it in items and then put it into a big computer later.
Exactly.
Totally makes sense. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, so when you have a big flat object, explain that whole thing again.
Yeah, so when I have a big flat object, like even say like the hood of the car back there, like the scanner it doesn't know where it is. It needs like texture, it needs like, things to anchor itself.
Yeah, so it needs corners to recognize that, like this is a straight plane. Oh no, but it's changing. So then it can map all that out.
Similar to like if I take my camera or my phone and I take a picture of like this little square here, and I take a picture of this, and I show you those two pictures, you'd be like, well, I don't know which one is which.
Yeah,
like,
you have no idea.
Exactly, and the scanner also doesn't. So you put the markers on, and it's like, oh, this is the one with 3 markers, this is the one with 2 markers.
Gotcha. Or you have a towel, a scrunched up towel.
My favorite trick is I take like a towel or a blanket or any like a sheet, and you just put it down, and the wrinkled edges, it'll pick up and it'll know where it is.
That's cool. It's almost like when you put like a piece of paper on something and then you have a crayon and you're coloring on it with a crayon and then it comes through?
Exactly.
Okay, so then this is...
I'm going to do it in a few scans because like even like this big flat piece here is causing problems with it not knowing where it is.
I can flip it down if you want.
Nah, keep it.
It's going to get ripped out eventually anyways. And it just slowly goes over the whole thing. This is very cool.
I did too many.
It loses itself then because it can't.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Can't recenter.
There we go.
Oh,
there, right there.
I see. Yes, it's all making sense now.
Climb up here. Nice.
You go by Ed and all, or
Ed, yeah, Ed. All right, perfect. And then what I can do in the software is, looks like a homo's bed.
Yeah, well, it smells about it like what it looks like.
Hobos. So what I can do in the software is I'm just gonna cut that out and just replace it with something flat because it's just flat.
Just a flat plane. Yeah.
It's just a flat plane. So that's how you do 3D scanning.
Dude, this is so cool.
Hobo style, I would say.
It
works, right? Like it's like
Hobo style 3D scan.
yeah. Like I mean, if we had to put those markers down, man, like it would take us forever to.
Yeah.
Like every 3 inches. Imagine like having to put them.
This just speaks to. Okay, guys, we're getting creative here for a second. So the scanner doesn't do well with scanning like super flat surfaces. So we put some towels down there and just old newspaper, scrunch that all up, and then that helps the scanner see things. I don't know if you could see. Look at this.
Yeah, check that out. Yeah, see, so it just helps it track.
So it can pick it up, and then it's not just like, oh, here's a big blank piece of paper, and then it gives it a point of reference, and then it knows how to structure everything else around that. This is cool. I'm very excited about this. Technology is freaking wild, man.
Get out of the way. There's an ambulance coming through.
Oh, we gotta figure out the siren? All right, here.
Yes.
If we change just hold this button down, that one, and then what happens is I'm gonna change it to siren. When you let go of the button, then the siren will go off. And then when you push it again, the siren will go off. Okay? So let go of it now.
Emergency! Emergency! Emergency!
There we go. We don't want to annoy everybody, though. What do you think, Max? Is this pretty cool? Yeah.
You like it? Really good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ready? Come here.
What?
Tell me when it hurts.
Right.
Hold on. Out of the chair, sir. I need my next patient.
Another one.
How fast you can run? Don't move your feet. Very important. You don't move your feet at all.
All the way to
Look at that. This, dude. You know that you can officially run 240 miles an hour. How does it make you feel?
You can run that fast?
Perfect answer. What do you think about that?
That is awesome.
It's so awesome. You're the fastest kid that I know. Wow, can we hit 300? Wow, you can run 300 miles an hour. That's amazing. What happens here? What if we do this? Does it blow off? Poof. That was cool. Guys, first drive in the ambulance right now. We got some visitors. We're playing a game right now. The game is Don't Fall Over. How good are you at this game? Wow. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Are you okay? Am I making a mess?
How fast is he gonna drive?
First drive. First drive I've ever gone on. You guys gotta make sure you don't fall over. Okay?
Okay, you can't hold the top mix and you gotta stay standing.
Why? Where are ya? Look on! Yeah, I'm totally fine. I wasn't screaming the few seconds before I was saying. Aw, the ice cream man. Kool-Aid man. You're gonna be the ice cream Kool-Aid man. Here's a waste! Oxygen man.
Okay, and then the other good part about this, hold on, if I hold this thing, watch this. I'm gonna annoy all the neighbors. Goodbye! You guys having fun? Yeah!
The next day.
Okay, so where we're at with this thing right now, it still stinks to high heaven in here. This is all full of mouse droppings. Safe words for YouTube. What I'm gonna do now, I think we're at the point, I'm just gonna pressure wash this thing. That is the only logical thing to do. Pressure wash it and dry it out like crazy. So I'm gonna take the seat out, this stuff here, like I'm not keeping any of this, so I'll take all that stuff out, take out the biohazard thing, maybe that's making it stink. So let's get to getting all this stuff out of here. I'm gonna just take everything out. We're gonna go outside, pressure wash it, and hopefully that helps with a lot of the smell. As we're cleaning stuff out, look what I found. Yeah. So I'm gonna save this for somebody that I don't like, and I'm gonna go spread it on their lawn at 2 o'clock in the morning.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Okay, so we just washed this thing out. It's got to dry out here a whole bunch, but there is a weigh scale just down the road from me, and I'm curious what this thing weighs. I need to know that. So we're gonna hop in here, we're gonna go hit the scale, and then we're gonna find out how much this thing actually weighs. I've ripped a bunch of the stuff out of it, but like, there's still a bunch of gross water in there. You know what, I'm gonna clean up that water first, and then we're gonna go weigh this thing. It's gotta dry out. It's all wet, because I just pressure washed the whole thing. So we'll suck out some of that water, and then let's head on over to the scale. See how much this fat pig actually weighs. She's pretty heavy, but I'm curious what the actual number is. All right, guys, we are heading over to the weigh scale. There's one just like my neighbor has one over here, so we're gonna go see how heavy this big pig is. This is the first time I'm driving this thing down the road. Does it got power?
No! God!
No, it doesn't. Oh, this thing sucks. Look at this. I mean, 420,000 kilometers, the bagged out 7.3 liter. We're probably gonna get into some upgrades on that at some point. If I had to guess, we're gonna do injectors, we're gonna put a tune on it, and we're gonna maybe throw a bigger turbo on there. We'll see what happens. But so far, Awesome. Not good. All right, let's see how heavy this thing is. All right, according to the instructions, I gotta go into the scale house. Come with me. All right, if we go into here. Oh, I'm gonna fall over. What do I gotta do? Hit start? I don't have a co-op card. I gotta scan a co-op card to scale this thing? Well, then never mind. Do you have to pay to use this scale? I know places where I can scale this thing for $0, so I'm gonna go there. Guys, I thought I was gonna go scale the ambulance, but apparently you gotta pay 20 bucks to go scale at the local co-op. I'm like, no thank you. There's one a couple miles down the road. I'll go there. That's a free scale, so I'll go to that. I'm not $20 interested in how much my ambulance weighs, but I can tell you, no power at all. I mean, it's got a little bit of power, but I don't know. Let's see. Does this thing shift good? Maybe if I put it in drive, not second gear. Okay, guys, we're going on a little bit of a drive right now just to see, does this transmission shift into all gears? I don't know. We're going down to country roads. And how loud is it back there? Annoyingly loud already. I need to quiet that down. That's the first thing that I noticed, is I can hear rocks hitting everything. We're gonna do some soundproofing in this thing for sure, but it's all things considered, it's actually not too bad. Like, I'm pretty impressed. It's not too bad. Ambulances are designed pretty freaking good as it is, so it kind of sounds like there's chaos going on back there, but at the same time, that's just an empty box, so any rock that hits anything, yep, sounds like that. All right, color me impressed. Oof, through a bridge. Oh, we're good to go. No problem. All right, we're gonna go get this thing back in the shop and then move on to the next thing. We got a lot more cleaning to do, a lot.